And we're going to see how these come out. I'm going to be making some mixture. I want to actually use the 5-grain cereal. So in a bowl, we're going to add a cup of whole wheat. Well, we're going to add actually two cups of, no, a cup and a half of whole wheat. I'm actually changing the recipe. That's why you hear me thinking. All right, and we're going to add and don't tell me I have to leave everything over here because I don't have any room. From 1.5 cups of whole wheat, we're going to add 1 cup of all-purpose. And then we're going to add, let me see what I want to do with this. I want to add a 1/2 cup of the 5-grain hot cereal. I really like this cereal, so I'm going to be trying something new. I don't know if it's going to work, but that's what we're going to do. I added a 1/2 cup of that. Let's see, should I add? Yeah, I better add another 1/2 cup of white flour. Believe you me, I'm thinking about all of this as I do this. Because this is actually a recipe. You're watching me actually put one together. Taking a recipe and I'm going to be changing it around. You're going to have to set your oven at 400. Make sure your shelf is in the middle. You need a 1/2 cup of walnuts. We're going to be adding, this is all added to my dry ingredients, which I'm doing. You're going to be adding a teaspoon of salt. I don't have any room here. I talk, but I can't talk with anybody while I'm doing this. Because I want to make sure I get all this right. And we're going to need 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Where'd I put it? I've got to clear some of this up as I go. So you see me walking away, it's because I'm actually putting stuff on the other side so I can have some room here. It's just that crowded here. I know it doesn't look like it, but it is. Now I need 1/4 cup of dark brown sugar. You're going to have to grease a muffin tin. So I hope you all have a wonderful day today on St. Patty's. Is this all my dry ingredients I want to put in here? No, I'm going to put in some seasonings. I actually have a recipe that I'm just twisting everything around on it. You need a teaspoon of cinnamon. You're going to need a little bit of nutmeg. They call it a pinch, but a pinch is just decides on your finger size, I guess. We'll decide that. I think I've got all the dry together. I'll turn you down so you can see. I just put all the stuff together in one bowl and we're mixing it right now. Now the reason you add your nuts is to keep it from dropping to the bottom. If they have flour coated on them, that will suspend them throughout your muffins. All right, we're going to put the liquid together. You need 2 eggs. I'm also going to make a new vinaigrette today with borage, which is a seasoning. It's the first time it's come up in my cookbooks. I've never heard of it. You need 1 cup of mashed bananas. I don't know if that's all the bananas I've got. Well, I wanted more, but I got a 1/2 cup. I guess I'll have to deal with a 1/2 cup. I might have to add a little extra buttermilk to cover for this that I want. Let's see, what do I want to do next? Okay. Where did I put it? I brought it out. Did I put it back up? Yes, I did. Where did I put it? I lost my oil. I'm thinking, where did I put the oil? Better get another one. It's somewhere in the kitchen. I just can't find it right now. Which is standard for me. I'll lose things in the kitchen and I'll find it later during the day. I'm going to add 1/4 of a cup of honey and 1/4 of a cup of oil. Do not use olive oil because it's too heavy in flavor and it will interfere with muffins. And we're going to add some honey to this as well. 1/4 of a cup. Any honey I buy is in plastic, so I have a tendency to put it into a canning jar. So if it turns to sugar, I can melt it, which will make it easier for me because you can put the jar into, if it's glass, you can put it into the boiling water and it'll melt your honey. Now let's see. Almost done. I'm adding, I think I want to add buttermilk to this, which is 1 1/4 cups. We're putting all the liquid together after we put all the dry ingredients together. How much of this do I want? 1 1/4? Should I add? I'm missing 1/2 cup. I might put my discard in this one. That's 1 1/4 buttermilk. Well, everything's getting crowded now. Let's see, what else do I want to put in this? I'm going to have to get my discard. I think my discard would be good in this. Should I? I'm thinking. When you start changing recipes around, you have to start thinking about what you're going to do. You've got to have so much liquid balance to your dry ingredients, because if you throw it off and you have too much liquid, they're going to flop. If you don't have enough, they're going to be too dry. That's what I'm thinking, so you're hearing me think in my head. Let me get my discard. I think I'm going to have to add a little more. Because I've got a lot of dry in there. Sorry, this is how it is. See, you're actually going to see either a flop or a really good recipe. This is how it is in the kitchen when you're experimenting. You will have a lot of flops, and you're going to have a lot of good ones too. You just never know what you're going to get. That there, I'm going to need that anyway. All right. Do I have enough? Well, I did add there. I figured what better way than you watch how recipes come together and the mistakes we make and the thinking that we have to do to balance it all out. See, because I added the dry cereal in to this recipe, I have to compensate for the liquid, which gives me that problem of going back and forth. Okay, I'm going to whisk this together. All the liquids are going to get whisked. Make a well in the center, which I always state, and get a fork. Never overmix. Now, if I've blown this, we're going to know it very shortly. Did I get it out? No, didn't get that out either. I should shoot myself. All right, it's not completely mixed. If you mix it completely, it's going to sink and flop. That's the trick of muffins. That's the biggest mistake people make with muffins, is you overmix them. You have to leave them pre-mixed, I guess. I'll actually bring it up so you can see it better. You see how it's not mixed all the way? That's how it's got to look. So let's go and put it together. And oh, I hope it turns out. Well, if it doesn't, I will be making corrections on it. That's why I always tell people, when I'm experimenting, you might see a flop. I mean, I didn't like my Williamsburg buns. Number one, I thought they were too small. Number two, they were heavier than I wanted them to be, so that didn't work. Using that much discard. But I'm not ashamed to say it, because I'm experimenting. A lot of people won't have you there when they're doing this part, experimenting, because they don't want you to see the mess. But sometimes you end up eating the same thing every day for a couple of days till you get it down. Oh, I think this is going to make more than 12. I might be making 15 out of this. We'll see how it comes out. I don't even know how to pause this. Yeah, I got enough to make more. That half a cup really gave me enough. Okay. We'll put it in the oven, and I think they're going to cook by maybe 20 minutes. Let's see. What is the time they want? Well, I'll be right with you. Yeah, about 20 minutes I'm going to be cooking them. So if you want to talk for 20 minutes, that would be 6 after the hour. So if you wish to talk. Hi, you kids. It's me, your old pal and overload Bill Cipher. Okay. Blue Moon. Hi, Grandma. Lots of happiness to you. Thank you. Hi. Hi, Adeline. Adeline? Adeline? Yeah, good morning, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful day today. And I'm not cooking St. Patty's dishes, okay? I just couldn't do it today. So I decided I would make something different to be different. But we have 20 minutes, so we do have time to chat if you wish to chat. When I'm cooking, I can't look at you and talk. I can only talk during this time frame when I'm waiting for everything. And that's pretty much it. So I guess I'm going to go sit down and we'll chat a bit, if you don't mind being in the kitchen a bit with me. But we'll move to the other side. I have to at this point, because I have everything crowded over there. No, you're not going to fall over, because I'll knock everybody over. Where are my glasses? Because I can't see unless I have my glasses on. Okay, so let's see. Thank you, Blue Moon. Where do you guys get these names from? Mine is so simple. I feel like I've just made mine. Mine just sounds like everybody knows who I am. Okay, so we have time. So today I made a sausage. Let's see, sausage, pepper, and pasta casserole today, which I think would be nice. It'd be a way of just, you know, after yesterday, I cooked all day yesterday. I had so much going. And I just got tired, and I said today I wanted something simple, and I didn't want to make a standard meal that we have on St. Patty's Day. So I said I'm going to go completely in a different direction. Okay. So it's too early for everybody to talk. Well, I'll say good morning, because for me it's 7. For some of you it's 4. Let's see, some is 5 and some is 6. Yeah, I am doing well today. I really am, just running around taking care of things. I've got to take care of my cultures and stuff. Early? No, it's sort of late for me now. I've been up for about 3 hours. I'll be up 4 hours in about 12 minutes. I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, so I'm an early bird. So where are you, Apex Fortified 23? So I know in California they're 4 hours behind, so it's 4 o'clock, so they're not even up. Let me feed my cultures while I talk with you guys. I know I should say ladies and gentlemen and ladies, but from the 60s we called all of us guys. Miami, Florida. Oh, you get up the same time I do. Yes. You have the same hours I have. Okay. So what are you going to do, Apex Florida? You're so good. Thank you. You know I was a model, an artist model. Let's see, which flowers do I need? I need a red flower. You're actually going to see me do this. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, around an hour, yeah. Now, when you feed the cultures, I have to be right. Okay. I feed my liquid culture first. These are my sourdough cultures I feed every day. I have to take care of them. If I don't feed them, they'll die. Not only do I feed the birds, I feed the pets, I feed the culture, I feed everybody before I eat, but this morning I didn't have time. So, cultures got fed last. Okay, where's my spoons? Where's my, oh well, I'll take this one. Now, the difference between these cultures is my liquid culture has a little extra water. The sponge culture has a little extra flour, and it's all balanced out. You can keep them alive for years. Okay, I don't know or this. Discard, and then you'll see exactly what it is. If this jar gets full of culture, my liquid, I'll pour it in my discard. And when I do my sponge culture, which is here, which is getting high, I will be pouring it into my discard, and that's what I use to put in my muffins and things that I need. Or I'll drench meat and stuff instead of using egg or milk. I use my discard, it holds better. Okay. All right. Let's see, what do I need? Because this is the sponge culture, it takes a little extra flour. Take care, Grandma. Need to take leave. Good luck. Thank you. I missed the muffin recipe. Okay, well, don't worry, I'll do a video about it. And we're going to see if it works. It's an experiment. Because I like that 5-grain cereal, and I said, oh no, man, this has got to go in with nuts and bananas. But I will make it, Marianne D. I will, if it comes out, I will be making it probably in a couple of weeks because my sons love the cereal. I said, Mommy, have you thought about, yeah, I know. I have to pick up a banana because it has banana, it has walnuts in it, and it has 5-grain cereal in it. And I used whole wheat flour and all-purpose flour. I'm making an experiment. I haven't decided the name of it yet. It's, I took a standard muffin recipe and I added a 5-grain cereal to it. I added banana to it. I added seasonings to it. So they're muffins. We're actually going to see if they come out. But right now what you see me doing is I'm mixing my cultures and feeding them right now. My two cultures where I make my sourdough. I have to feed them every day, so much water and flour. And the difference is the sponge culture is thicker because it takes a little more flour. The liquid culture has more water, just a little bit. But once, you know, because some recipes I have asked for liquid cultures, other ones ask for sponge culture. So I have to sort of balance it out. And I had to figure all that math out. And here is my discard, which needs to be stirred. But I don't add anything except extra whatever I have on the other, and that's what I do. Yes, you too, Sanchez. Have a great day. Good morning, Victor Rivera. Sorry about that. Oh, they do smell good. If they rise, I got them right. If they didn't rise, I had too much in them, and I'm going to have to cut back on some of it. Okay, where did I put? See, so my mornings are quite busy in the kitchen. I get everybody fed, and I try new things, and try to get dinner done. Today I'm making a new vinaigrette. We're going to use borage, a borage vinaigrette. It's a seasoning, B-O-R-A-G-E. So that'll be new. So I'm going to make a green salad to go with what the casserole I made, and use this. And I'm going to take a trail mix. My son bought me a trail mix because I don't have enough. I have to dehydrate fruit again before I can do it. And we're going to have greens, and I'm going to put the trail mix in it and then use this vinaigrette in it, which would be totally different, but it'd be nice, unusual, and that's what you have to do, experiment. So just think, every time you buy those cookbooks and you see those chefs, just think of what they went through in the kitchen to get all that down. Okay, we are doing quite well. They should be coming out soon. Does anybody remember what I said? How many minutes of the hour? Come on, let's see if you heard me. Yes, I do. I even make my, if I run out of all-purpose flour, I sit there and I make up my all-purpose flour. I've given that recipe. But a lot of the stuff I do start from scratch because that's how I was taught to cook. You can't cook and buy these instant things, and if you don't have the money and you have the stuff sitting around, you don't know how to put it together. But once you have that knowledge, you can make your own biscuit, which is easy. You can make your own mayonnaise. That's easy. You can sit there and make your all-purpose flour. You can make your dark and light brown sugars. So yeah, I just need a few things. And think about it. If you watch Westerns, you see these women, they sit there. I got to get them out for the muffins. You hear them constantly say, I want so many pounds of flour and sugar and coffee. Basics. These are basics. Like you can make your own baking powder. You need cornstarch, cream of tartar, and baking soda. And you make your own, and you get away from the aluminum. So if you have like molasses in the house and you have plain sugar, you can sit there and make your dark and light brown sugars, and it saves you money. So in a way, it's saving money, but you have to spend some time in the kitchen. And if you don't like cooking, I could see why you would buy things. But I love cooking. Okay. I have to watch the clock now because it's almost time. And we'll see. I don't want to open the oven door before, but I know it's on the hour. And I still have more here to do. time I was dealing with a plumber, I almost burnt supper because I had to go down in the basement because he had to explain something new. I told him, hurry up, man, because I've got things going upstairs. Oh, come on, hurry up, I'm waiting. I'm sure you guys are waiting too to see if I'm going to flop or make it. I bowled a 79. Good luck. And that's a good score. I love doing that, but I am not good at it. Okay, they're not done. They have to stay a little longer. I just tapped them. I hope they don't fall because they're up, but I just opened that oven door and they might fall. Thank you very much. That was very nice of you to say that. Your mother doesn't cook? Thank you. I know how to bowl, but I usually will get the center and I have two on either side. Or sometimes I'll hit it over here and I can't get it over there. I used to bowl when I was younger, but I haven't in many, many years. My husband wasn't fond of it, so we're going to give them about 5 more minutes. So I have a 5-minute break because they're too moist on top. I tapped them a little and they're really just too soft, so I'm going to leave them in a little longer. And I'll sit down for a few minutes. But if I look over there, it's because I'm watching the clock because I got the oven on over there. One time I hit a strike when you get them all down. Oh man, I was so happy. I didn't even believe I could do that. I'm sorry, the video's going to be a bit long, but this is all I can do. We have to wait, and I don't know how to pause a video, say I'll be back in 5 minutes or something, so I just have to let it run. But somebody had asked me, do I do lives? Yeah, I've never done live cooking. That's why I did a lot of the work before, because then it'd be too long, you know, with me chopping. So I was chopping the nuts and everything to see how it goes. Guys are quiet now. You waiting for the muffins? So am I. I do dish. Oh, I just did dish. I got a whole bunch more to do. What's the weather like? We're getting rain and we're getting in the 60s today, so it's really, really nice where I'm at right now. So I enjoy the rain. I don't like hurricanes, but I do love the rain. So we'll know in a bit. Got 3 minutes and I'll check those muffins. Okay. Is it too early? Did anybody have coffee already? I had my breakfast. I had cottage cheese and fresh fruit, which I wanted this morning. That's what I have. What part of Pennsylvania, Broski, do you live? We're just waiting. There's nothing more to do unless you have questions. Thank you for all the little, there's hearts and there's some other stuff I didn't recognize and some smiling faces. That's cute. See, I don't know how all those things work yet. That's what happens when you get us older folks on the computer. We're not sure of everything that's going on. Okay, we're winding down and we'll get up and we'll go over here because I want to be over here when I have to open that door again. And we'll see how it comes out. Let's see, I want to get these other muffins on too. Okay. here they are. Now they have to sit for 5 minutes. I'm 72. And I'll show you they did rise, which I'm happy about. That was something I was concerned about. They did rise, you see? If they didn't rise, it would have meant I had too much liquid in it and it couldn't take off. So they have to sit for like 5 minutes, and we're going to let them. Thank you very much. Hello, Missy D. And thank you, Mystic. We have to wait another 5 minutes because people don't know it, but they're still cooking. Isn't that interesting? You wouldn't guess it. But if you take them out now, they'll go back into the dough state. This is why you have to give them 5 more minutes. They're an experiment. I sat there and took a basic recipe. I put banana nuts. I put some seasonings in them. And then I took the 5-grain cereal that I like and I added it into it as well. So it's got fruit, nuts, some whole grains, and I used, I think, wasn't it? I used a cup of wheat and I think a cup and a half of white flour. So that's what I'm doing. I'm actually trying to see if I can incorporate this cereal in with the banana for the combination. So it's muffins we're making. I don't even have a name for them yet, but that's what I put into them, and I'm hoping that they come out really, really nice. So this is what we're waiting for. And I still have more that have to go into the oven because this is going to make like, I think, 14 muffins, maybe 15 because I put a lot in there. 4 minutes and I'll try one. We'll see if we did it. Excuse me. Is it vegan? No, well, it's got eggs in it. If you can eat eggs and buttermilk and discard, yeah. That's what I'm working on, Missy D, is to make it nutritious. I always go in that direction to show people that you can, by changing a few things in a recipe or adding, you can make your food more nutritious for your family. Because we've got a very sick country here. They got young people on medication and stuff, and they should not be. When I grew up, we didn't hear of people being sick unless you got a cold or something like that. Or what, my brother had appendicitis, and man, the whole school was shocked because children just didn't get sick. They might break a bone, yeah, well, we'd see them in school with a cast, but we didn't have sick children. We played rough. We didn't sit there and have, you can't climb metal bars and stuff. We fell out of trees, swings hit our heads and stuff, but we were fine. But today I can't have this. They have food allergies. This food allergies come from a problem with your digestive system. We've got too much of that going on. Young people are having conditions that were never thought of. I feel this is personal. But you have to understand, this is my personal feeling, is I think it's the preservatives and chemicals are adding into the food. So I make a lot of things myself and steer as far away from them as I can because too many people are getting cancer. And this is especially, I didn't hear of cancer. First time I heard of cancer, my grandmother was 80-something and she had cancer. And she died. But that was it, but nobody else, it was rare. But of course, she liked taking laxatives and medication every day, so she probably did it to herself. I mean, my grandfather, he just went to sleep one day and that was it. My other grandfather went to sleep and didn't wake up. My aunt, she was walking from the crafting store, she stepped off the curb to cross the street and she hit the deck and she was dead before she hit the ground. So my family goes like that. We could be I could be cooking and next thing you see me drop to the ground and I'm dead. I mean, this is what we do. We don't know how to do it any other way. So when I was growing up, the biggest thing they had were heart problems. But now there's just too much going on. Alzheimer's was not heard about when I was a little girl. What was the other one that wasn't heard? there was another one that was never heard of, which is very new within the 50 years. And because I am 70, I'm 72 actually, in my 70s. I have that time gap. But young people, you get accustomed that this is very standard when it's not very standard. When you get older, you can see how it's changed. So I always tell my sons, I know they're going to drink, I know they're going to do things, and they're adults, but there's nothing I can do. They know what they have to do. They've been taught. And like my son says, Mommy, I don't know what to make because you sit there and make everything from scratch when I go to the store. And I said, well, you better find a good woman. All right, here they are in the bottom. They are not burnt. We're actually testing them to see if this is. Now, do not cut muffins because they're still quite warm. The whole thing of muffins is to break them like you do biscuits. Then you can actually see the texture of it, because if you go like this and squeeze it hard, you mush it back together. Then you say, oh, I didn't do a good job. And that's what we want to see, is how good are they. But the final test is always the flavor. Now, this is how they do it when you sit there and go in a contest. I should know, I've been in them. Okay? I have to pry this apart. Now we're going to see the inside of this exactly without putting any pressure on it. How's that texture? I'm letting you judge now. You can't judge the test, but you can see the bottom. I did not burn it. And remember, I'm cooking with whole wheat. And here's the texture. So what do you think? That's right. That's what you look for. These are the tests that you do. Now I'm going to tear this so I can taste this. I'm the only one who's going to be able to taste this one. And then I'll see if I can replicate this recipe again. Wait a minute. Don't live make a video after I'm done with it and that you can see it later? You should be able to. Let me know. They have a sweetness to them, but they're not real sweet, okay? So letting you know. The cereal will make it crunchy when you run across the grains. They came out very good. We did an excellent job. Okay. Now, you should be able to see this video go to live. You're going to have to give it time because YouTube has to see it first, make sure I didn't do any swearing and cursing and doing everything you're not supposed to do, as they say. Then they should post it. So don't go to the videos and the shorts. Go to my lives, and you should find it there with the recipe, how I was playing with it and trying to put it together. And let me know. Yeah, it turned out really nice. It is. You do run across the crunchiness of the cereal, but I don't care about that. I don't mind that. I'm going to enjoy these today. No way, I won't eat them all, but I have to get them on a grid, a rack, so they can cool. They are good. You'll enjoy these. But do check on the live. I'll have to put these on the rack because I've got more to make. It will make about 15 standardized. If you make mini muffins, I'm sure you'll get over 20. The other thing I'm worried about is the second set I put on. It might be a little darker. I'm going to grease like 3 of them. Do not add water to the ones that are not filled with dough, because if you do, it puts too much moisture in and it takes longer for it to cook. Come on. Okay. Where did I put it? I'm looking for stuff. Oh, come on. No, that's about 3. And this is the lard that I made, if you want to know what I'm using, is the lard. I found out some restaurants, when they heard that Bobby came in, they sat there and they started, said, well, we better quit using whatever they're using to fry their fries in, and they started frying back again into lard. I had heard, it's been a long time, but lard French fries are really nice and have a good flavor to them. I haven't had them since I was a little girl, and they were good. Okay. We got 3 more. Yeah, it's going to make 15 regular muffins. That'll be 36. Okay, I'm going to finish the muffin and I'll chat with you a little bit more. Then I know you're going to have to go and probably go to work and school time and everything else. But they turned out very nice. They're not sugar sweet like you get in the store. They're very, very nice. I love good food. Maybe just listen, play around, but understand that sometimes you make mistakes. Don't get discouraged. But always try to keep your ratios, the liquid to the dry, intact. If you keep that intact, you pretty much will make it. I took cream cheese out and it was room temperature. I definitely put cream cheese on these. I didn't think about that. I just wanted to try it plain to see how it is. I'm sorry, I'm enjoying it very much. Okay. Now let's see. I had cottage cheese and fruit. And then a little later I had muffins. I pretty much covered my day for the day in the morning until it's time for dinner. Thank you, Misty. So you can run these videos and see it later with everything I put into it. Just remember that I was experimenting. Now, if you don't have discard, for the amount of discard I put in buttermilk in that place and see how it goes. If you want to put a little buttermilk until you get the temperature, until you get the consistency of the batter the way you want, but I think that would work. But I use discard in mine because that discard really builds up sometimes. So I will let you go. I know everybody's busy in the morning. We have a lot of things we have to do as we're starting the day. But I want you to take care. And like I said, enjoy. They start talking before I get time to say bye-bye. Yes, I do have a sourdough starter, but I think I did it a year ago. And I've got over 2,200 videos. It's way back there. Oh, so it's evening for you. Missy D, if you wish for me to make another sourdough starter, because I can always throw it with my sourdough starter, let me know and I will show you, because making sourdough is more than one step, because it takes days for it. Mine took 15 days till I got it to the point that I want. But the thing is if you wish me to do a new video, please, by all means, let me know. How can you do it? You have to do it here. I'll have to wait for your answer if you wish me to do it, and I'll set it up and show you how it's done. Okay, so I'll wait for your answer here, because I can't see these messages after. Ah, hi Paris. Okay, Missy, I will start a sourdough culture. I'm going to wait till the weather gets a little warmer, so keep up on my videos. Hi. I am doing quite well. So, Missy, we're going to have to wait till I can open the windows when the microbes are really active in the springtime. But just keep track of my videos, subscribe, and that way you'll know exactly, because I'll sit there and say sourdough starter, and then you'll be able to follow. All right, but right now it's too cold. It will not, I can't get the microbes. I have to open the windows and have it breezy, and then they come to life. All right, so do keep track of me. All right, it's almost an hour, so I've got a mess to clean up again. I just did it twice and I'm doing it again. Okay, so listen, all of you, I want you, okay, so you'll just stay up on it. I'm gonna, okay, but I'm during the day now, my morning, it's morning for me, so I've got a full day before I get there. Okay, so listen, please, all of you, do take care and have a great day, and I will see you. Okay, and Missy, look for the video. All right, bye-bye. Let's see, how do I turn this off? Oh, I think it's here.